faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane. It's Zeeverfett.
What's up, everybody? It's Ryan from Zeeverfett. I am back today drawing Mera for Project Justice League Part 2. That's Jim Lee's art right there, so I'm doing a reproduction of that in my own style. So sit back, check it out, let me know what your thoughts are, and if you haven't checked out Project Justice League, please head over to the 4Nerds Network and give it a look, and let me know what you think. All the art there, all the drawings are produced by me. The colorization is done by Mariano Chico, and the animation is done by Luis Vega. Fantastic artists. If you are not following those two guys, you need to remedy that as soon as possible. So getting here today, what I'm doing is I'm kind of giving you the same sort of pose. She's going to have, in Jim Lee's drawing, she had buckets. In my drawing, she's going to have gas cans. So that's pretty much what we saw. Just sort of modifying that to the visuals that we've been privy to since. So I'm kind of doing the same pose, but I'm going to draw the full body, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So what I normally do is I just start sketching it out. I'll do a rough sketch with a lot of lines and just kind of going back over it until I refine the shapes that I want to use, and when I'm happy with them, I will go back over it and quote unquote ink it in black, and yeah, so we'll do that. Let me know your thought process. If I have any artists out there, you know, if this is a helpful video, if you find any of the videos on my channel helpful, if you want to check out any of the other videos, I have ones where I'm drawing Cyborg, Captain Cold, Darkseid, all for the project, Blue Beetle as well. So yeah, I mean, and if you look at the left leg that I have out in front, I'm trying to show that she's sort of in motion, she's sort of walking, and it's kind of hard to do on a 2D surface, but I sort of curved her leg a little bit to sort of give that illusion of motion. It's kind of what you have to do. You know, your body is not, you know, straight up and down. It's full of curves. So, you know, because of the muscles, because of the tendons, all that, and the way they lay, and the way they interact with each other as well. So, but there's my gas cans, which I will update later on in the video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, thanks, number one, for stopping by and having a look. But number two, leave a like, and again, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I have any artists out there that like watching this kind of stuff. I appreciate it. It's awesome. But yeah, so sort of just going back over it and refining the line art. And yeah, so here we go. We're gonna finish that leg. And then I'll get onto her ankle, and as you can see here, I'm going to, let me see, where am I still there? I do bounce around. That's one thing I do in my drawings. I don't stick with one location. I'll sort of kind of touch everything. That's why nothing. I don't start from bottom to top. I just sort of kind of draw everywhere all at once. I'll come back, I'll finish something. I'm not quite sure where I am right now in the drawing. Probably just refining things. Let's see. With her hands, I wanted to sort of have them drape over, much like the Jim Lee's art. But then I have a change of heart, and I decide that, hey, one of the hands should be doing something a little bit different. It should be, you know, grabbing onto the to the rod of the trident, and yeah, so just a little bit different. I thought it was just it gives it a little bit more a feeling of dynamic drawing, where not everything is just the same on both sides or whatever. So it's definitely not symmetrical, but of course asymmetrical, but also the same thing. You don't want both hands to be doing the exact same thing, or both legs to be doing the exact same thing, or whatever. So I'm going to refine a little bit of the arm, and typically you don't have to erase. You just the more lines you put on, the more defined it is, because you decrease the opacity of your line art. So the more that you strike the same area, the darker the lines you get. But I do have a tendency of erasing, because I do come from a background of pencil art. So I'm blocking out her face. I've put vertical and horizontal lines to sort of act as guides, so that from this sort of upward angle, you can kind of tell where they should be and how they should rest on the head. And there you have it. And I'll give her some eyebrows. There you go. There's the eyebrows. Wonderful. I think the next place that I'm going to touch is going to be the hand. No, we're still working on the face. Still working on the face. And I'm still erasing. I can see that now. So it's just a habit. It's just one of those things where you've been doing it for years, and it's just something that's always going to be there. Something that I'm personally subconsciously doing, just erasing, because I'm very I try to be very clean with my art. So it's a challenge for me to not erase. I tried to challenge myself in another video, and I failed there as well. And then like with the fingers here, I just go through and I'll add a couple lines just to sort of show a dissection of them, and then I'll come back and refine them later. But it's just to sort of give me an overall idea of where these things are going to be. And then I'll also come back in and draw the a placeholder for the trident, to rest it on the shoulders. Just to kind of give myself an object that is not attached to the body. So I'll have to make an adjustment there in a minute, but you'll see that, and you'll see that, hey, with digital art, it is easily changed, which is fantastic. Let's see, there's the lines. I'm making the lines for the fingers, and that's good enough. There I go, erasing again. Not needed, but okay. There we go. Fantastic. Neck looks very clean now, so that's a plus. And then I'm going to change that hand, because again, the Jim Lee art, she draped both of her arms, or both of her hands, over the trident, and I just wanted to do something a little different. I thought with this hand, since the angle of the elbow from the bicep to the forearm is a little bit different. And there I go. I've drawn the trident line. I'm moving the right arm down, and then I'll go and make the left arm actually grab hold of that stand-in line for the trident. But yeah, again, that's the really cool thing about digital art, is that you can make changes, and you can even draw things in layers, just to sort of, do I really want to draw this here? And you have another layer set up, and if you don't really like what you did, all you have to do is just delete the layer, and there you have it. So, but yeah, here we go with the the other hand, and I will I have the fingers blocked in. I'll go ahead and work on the thumb, There she is. Next thing I'm going to do is work on her tiara or crown, which is very basic in shape, very much like the Themyscirian crown, tiara, whatever you want to call it, headdress. I don't know. Very simplistic, but it, you know, when you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, it's definitely Atlantean. You know, it's very, very jagged edged. But it looks, you know, it goes, it works, and that's awesome. Do a little stand-in hair again for the hair. I'm done blocking this, and I actually, before I get to the hair, the ear, I put the ear on there, just kind of placed that because, you know, where it is on the head. But I found that the placement of the head, or the position of the head, kind of hides where the ear would be, so the ear's not really that that important for this shot. And then yeah, so for the hair, I just kind of blocked it in, said, hey, here's where the hair could be. For that, I actually hand that over to Mariano, and he draws the hair for us, because he has a distinct way of drawing the hair for the female characters, and I really dig it. So I've just sort of been letting him go off on that. I do try my hand at the hair. For the most part, he gets what I'm trying to do. So, you know, but I really appreciate the assist. It's awesome. And I'm sort of adding more detail to her outfit now, just to kind of block that in, find out where everything is, where everything lives. And again, guys, if you have any questions about the process here, let me know. I'd love to interact with you guys. It's always fun. It's always fun to hit you guys up in the chat. She got a little Atlantean belt. I gave her the shoulders. She has little shoulder pieces. I'm gonna start working on the gauntlets here in just a second. Here we go. They have little fins on them, of course, you know, because she's an Atlantean. You know, they have to have fins on their costume, of course, you know, because why wouldn't you want to? And yeah, so that's looking pretty decent right there. Pretty satisfied with that. And then here in just a second, I'll go ahead and add another layer, and I'll start quote unquote inking or refining the line art. I don't add any shading to this, just because I don't know exactly how the scene is going to be lit. So I kind of leave that up to interpretation for the colorist. But yeah, so that's pretty much it right there. Looking pretty good. Just working on the gauntlets a little bit. Here we go. I think, yeah, we're going to... I put in a stand-in trident so that I can kind of get scale. But yeah, here I am adding the eyelashes, and that's kind of you know, just what you do for the ladies. You give them a little eyelash on both sides, and that kind of warms it up a little bit. Got the eyebrows going there. Got a little eyeliner. Working on the nostrils. The nose is key. Nose is key, especially from this angle, from upward. Even though, yes, a nose is triangular in shape, sometimes they're a little bit tricky. Sometimes they are a little bit tricky to sort of show or demonstrate that 3D effect, or that 3D look, like, oh yeah, it's coming towards you, or upward at an angle. You know, you would think that it's easy, but it can look ridiculous if you really don't know how to draw the nose. That's it. And my advice to anybody is that if you can't draw a certain thing, like if you stink at hands, or if you're not good at toes, if you're not good at noses, if you're not good at eyes, that's what you want to concentrate on. You want to concentrate on that the most, so that it is no longer your handicap. That's why I draw as much as I do, because everything's my handicap. Nope, those cheeks do not look good. Let's try again. Ah, better. And so yeah, with this, I wanted these lines to be very very smooth. So I go for long strokes, just to get it a smooth line instead of going slow and then not really having it line up nicely. Fix that eyebrow. Start working on the neck in just a second, because again, I'm not going to finish the tiara or crown or headdress or whatever you want to call it. There I go. I'm on the neck because I don't follow rules. There's no rule. I'll get back to that headdress, helmet, crown, tiara whenever I feel like it. So here we go. I'll work on the collar. Let's do that. There we go. Looking sharp. And then usually with these sort of long strokes or whatnot, I'll turn the canvas so that it's easier on me as I'm making these strokes, like here I'm doing now. Just these strokes here, it's a lot easier because what I'm drawing on is it's called a Wacom tablet, and it is it's just a monitor that's on the desk, and I can't move the monitor, so I have to rotate the canvas. I have a smaller version of this that I can, sit on my lap if I want, and I can move that around. But this, the one that I have here on my desk, is pretty large, and that is not an option. So here I am, blocking out the costume, which is looking pretty dope, I must say. And for me, continuity is key, so I look at the other drawings that I have of her, and I try to match them up as close as possible to make sure that we have continuity, everything looks legit, it all looks the same. It's not a brand new interpretation of the character every time I draw them. There we go. I like these lines. I do not like that line. Nope. 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 No and no. I like that. That looks good. Let's go. Here we go. Looking good. Got that Atlantean belt buckle going. That's important. It's it's one of the centerpieces of the suit. Go, I like it. Alright, got the rest of the belts. And for those of you who don't know, we the lady that has supplied the voice for Mera for Project Justice League Part 2 is none other than our own Wonder Meg. If you're not following her, seek her out on Instagram and also Twitter. She's dope. And she works at a comic book shop, so she's very intimately, I guess, familiar with all of this nerdy stuff. Yeah. Bingo bango. Look at that. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Our gauntlets are almost complete. And the same thing here for shading. I did not provide any shading for this artwork, or very minimal shading, if any. I don't really think I have any shading on here, but also because we want to have uniformity with the project, in that, you know, we want all of the shadowing and things like that to match as well. So I'm not the greatest at cross hatching and shading, but I do pretty well when I have reference to look at, so I can kind of figure that out. But for this, I was just like, I don't. I'm not going to worry about that. I'll let the next person handle that. Sorry, Mariano. But yeah, so here I am refining the right hand, and this is where I'm going to decide how I want the fingers to be placed. They're just kind of draped over. There's not a lot of circulation getting to them, so they're just sort of hanging there. And the knuckles are small because it's a female. Females have small knuckles usually. There we go. There we go. I like it. Gotta fix those first two fingers. You can see they look very flat, whereas the ring and the little finger, pinky finger, look a little bit better. So I just need to kind of give a better direction as far as like, where do I want these other fingers to be hanging from? You know, how far, how long, whatever. It just needs to look right. And so I took off the last, or the underneath layer, so that I can get rid of a lot of the distraction of the other lines, so I can really kind of define that finger right there, and that looks a little bit better to me. So yep, finish that up a little bit, add that underlayer back as soon as I can. Oh yeah, I'm fixing the thumb. Okay. Yes, the thumb needed a little bit of work. There you go. That looks amazing. No hand. There's the hand. Okay, so yes, I add the layer back, and I'll work on this hand right here. This one was a little bit easier because the fingers are on the opposite side of the trident. So they, the finger placement, I mean, your brain is going to sort of connect those dots. So you just need, having the fingers not sort of in a row kind of allows your brain to sort of decide, oh, okay, this is how her hand is sort of draped over that rod. So there we go, adding a little bit of detail to the gauntlet. Not a lot. But yes, if you have gotten this far in the video, I appreciate it so much. Check out my other videos as well. And yes, here we go. The knee. Oh, people have problems with the knee. Her body type is very simplistic, so it's not really that big of a deal. I didn't go too detailed with any muscle definition or anything like that. I figured it's not really needed in this drawing. The inside of the calf is always, or typically, higher than the outside of the calf, and also the interior of the ankle is a little bit higher than the outside. So just kind of wanted to get that right. I sort of angled the foot up a little bit just to sort of show that, okay, this is in motion, being, this is where she's gonna step. And then I'm sort of adding a little bit of detail to the boots. And all Atlanteans need a fin on their boot. There you go. Fin is complete. So there you go. I'm going to work on the back leg. There you go. fix the foot a little bit. I'm gonna add a little heel on the back of the boot. There you go. Okay, let me erase it, and then I'll add it back. So a little bit smaller, not as dominant. There you go. Nope, nope. Looks cool. Nope. Yep, that looks cool, but that's too high in relation to the other one. No good. So I'm gonna draw it a little lower. Nope. A little lower. That works. And the one behind it, I'm drawing a little bit thinner because I want to show there's a little bit of room in between the two. So there we have it. I've got to get some definition in the thigh. That's the only thing that's really lacking. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. There we go. Everything is looking good. Fantastic. I like it. Very good. Yeah, guys, so let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Here she is. I changed the buckets, as you can see, or the gas cans. They're a little bit bigger than the other ones because I actually found a reference photo of the Nightmare Mera right here. And as you can see, the buckets are a little bit bigger. So I needed to make an adjustment. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what you saw, check out our other videos and subscribe for more. Be sure to leave your comments and suggestions down below. Don't forget to check out our TeePublic and Teespring store. And a thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Your support is much appreciated. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. This is Zeeverfett, signing off.